We continue our coverage of President Trump's plan to build a wall along the U.S.-Mexico border. On Thursday, the president floated a plan to pay for that wall by taxing imports from Mexico. Tonight, we're learning what kind of impact a border tariff would have on the U.S. Channel 5's Steve Solis joins us live in our studio with those details. Steve.
Carrie, if President Trump pulls the trigger on this proposed import tax, economists believe this would start a trade war with Mexico. And one analyst says imposing a tax on Mexican goods would violate NAFTA, bringing that deal to an end. Economists say the proposed import tax would really hurt Mexico. They could be hit with increased inflation, interest rates, and unemployment. And Mexico could also be forced into a recession while they continue to deal with the ever-weakening peso. That ripple effect would then be felt on this side of the border. Economists say some Mexicans would leave a struggling economy for the United States, which is what happened when the value of the peso tanked in the mid-90s. President Trump sat down with the Christian Broadcast Network today, and he was asked about what an import tax might mean to the average American.
What about this? If there was some sort of tax on imports, what about the argument that you've heard before about that? Indeed, it'll be passed along to consumers. What's the argument?
Well, I think some of it may get passed along, but it also creates jobs. So I'm not against something like that. But with respect to Mexico, something else could happen, which would be much more positive for both Mexico and the United States.
And while President Trump believes a tax on imports could create some jobs, some economists disagree. One economist says a trade war could slow down economic growth here in the U.S., and they say taxing goods coming into the U.S. from Mexico could cost 300,000 American jobs by the end of the first year. Now, economists also believe that Mexico could retaliate and impose their own import tax on U.S. goods. Plus, one economist tells the AP that economic chaos in Mexico could help strengthen drug cartels. But as of now, President Trump and his administration have not come forward with a formal plan to pay for the border wall. We will continue to track this developing story and, of course, keep you up to date. Live in studio, Steve Solis, Channel 5 News at 10:30.